A roof over your head is a basic need and yet a big hurdle for many minimum wage workers. A new report from the Canadian Centre for Policy Alternatives examines what a rental wage would need to be in Canadian cities. For more on this, let's bring in David Macdonald, senior economist at the Canadian Centre for Policy Alternatives. Thanks so much for making time for us today, David.
Sure thing. Thanks for having me.
So tell us about this rental wage, what it is and how you calculated it.
Yeah, we calculated it trying to figure out what you would have to make in order to afford a 1 or 2 bedroom apartment in big cities across Canada without exceeding the affordability threshold of spending 30% of your pre-tax income on rent. And then compare that to minimum wage. So, if you're a full-time, full-year minimum wage worker, can you afford the average 1 or 2 bedroom in Canada's big cities? And so what we found is that no matter the province that you look at, there are no provinces where, on average, a minimum wage worker at the minimum wage in their province can afford a 1 bedroom, much less a 2 bedroom apartment. When we look at the city level, there's 3 cities out of the 37 we examined, all in Quebec, where a 1 bedroom apartment is accessible for somebody working minimum wage. And you went down to the neighborhood level to see whether there were pockets of affordability that remained in big cities. And we only found 10 out of the 37 big cities in Canada that even had a single neighborhood where a 1 bedroom was affordable for a minimum wage worker. So it just goes to show that if you're working at minimum wage, you've got a job, you're working full-time, full year, it's very difficult to afford just the basics in terms of a 1 bedroom apartment.
Yeah, so where was the biggest gap, between that minimum wage and the rental wage?
Well, no surprise in the big cities, Toronto and Vancouver topping the list in terms of the highest rents and therefore the biggest gap. In those cities, you would have to work 2 full-time, a little bit more than 2 full-time jobs at minimum wage in order to afford a 1 bedroom apartment. So the rental wage there, you got to make $33 an hour to afford the average 1 bedroom there, or over $40 an hour to afford the average 2 bedroom there. So you imagine a single parent needs a 2 bedroom apartment. They've got to work, in the neighborhood of 2.5 jobs at minimum wage to afford that. So it's just well outside the range of people that are working at minimum wage.
So is the reality here, David, that people are probably working those 2 jobs, or finding some other way, or paying more than that 30% then of their income? So a lot more of it is going towards rent than would be seen as affordable for someone's budget.
Yeah, that's exactly what's happening. And so instead of paying 30%, you're paying 40 or 50%. Instead of working 40 hours a week, you're working 50 or 60 at minimum wage to try to cover that. Instead of getting a 2 bedroom, if you're a single parent, maybe you can only afford a 1 bedroom. The other interesting feature that we've seen in the last little while is the huge spike in food bank usage, despite the fact that we have a pretty strong labor market. It's a good time in Canada to get a job. And so I think a lot of that is sometimes blamed on high food prices, but what's underappreciated is it may well be related to high rent prices. You pay your expenses in order. You pay rent first, then you're going to pay utilities, and food is going to be last. And so if you run out of money, it's usually food that you'll cut back on, not on rent, because you don't want to lose your apartment, and you don't want to have the lights cut off. And so you end up at a food bank, even though you're working full-time, maybe more than that on minimum wage.
And just quickly, David, what do you think is, behind some of this? Because when you think about those rental prices might be a reflection of whatever the landlord is paying. And we're, talking about higher interest rates all the time and those mortgage costs. So, is that just sort of being passed on? What do you think is behind this?
So this data is from October of 2022. It was really at the start of the big increases in rent that we saw. That started in earnest in November and December, and we're seeing that bleed into this year. And those increases in rents, as you said, are directly related to higher interest rates. So, in some cases, higher interest rates drives down prices. Think of house prices. In other cases, it drives up prices. Think of rent prices or mortgage costs. So that's playing a role sort of in the short term. Yeah. In the long term, the federal government just has not been in the business of building affordable housing for 30 years. And so there's a huge shortage at the low end of the market, which means it's just much less affordable and much smaller pockets of affordability for people who don't make a lot of money.